We're Dave and Debs, and this is our Victorian renovation.
And this week we are going to be looking at the Victorian boot room and deciding how we might renovate that, and also showing you behind the secret door into our secret room. Woo! And then we're going to be looking at decor ideas for that as well. So come and have a look and see what you think.
Let me show you guys what we've been up to so far. So this is the boot room, which we'll talk about in a moment, but let's go straight to the real interesting part, which is the secret loo. So this light switch here is wired up so it releases a magnet, and then that opens up the door to the secret loo, which I think is a cool feature. This used to be a cupboard, and it was just full of junk, and it had like a painter's sink in there, like a Belfast sink. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Belfast.
Yeah.
Why is it called that?
Made in Belfast.
All of them.
Yeah, every sink in the world that's a Belfast sink is made in Belfast.
I'm going to Google that.
It definitely was.
And it had this drying rack up here, which I'll show you. So I've just opened this window to let some air in, and apparently this ceiling drying rack was being fitted in line with where the window opens, so I've got a nice crack. So we did speak to a bunch of plumbers, maybe like 4, actually I think it was about 5 plumbers we spoke to, and we just want to get someone to put like a little bathroom in here with like a little loo, a little sink, and then maybe some extension for a washer dryer if we ever want to use that. And to be honest, we spoke to a lot of people, but I don't think they really want the job. And in the end, I just thought, do you know what? I reckon I can YouTube this. So I did. And I ended up stripping out the old pipework that was in here and adding the sink and the loo. So I went for a loo that's called I think it's called a wall hung loo. So it kind of hangs off the wall, which is quite nice because it's easy to clean under. Looks a bit more modern, which I like. And we went for the wall hung sink, which I plumbed in as well. And I've got a bunch of pipes under here that I need to hide. It's going to be one of my next jobs. And this unit here is something I built myself. I've done a couple of these over the years now. So I did one in our old house in the alcoves. And then I did like fitted desk and units in my old office. And actually, I think I've got the knack for it now. And you can make them really complicated, but actually they don't need to be. I think anyone can make them. You don't need a lot of power tools. You just need access to like a B&Q where you can go get some MDF and give it to the lads and lasses with the table saw or the panel saw, and then get them to chop it up for you. And then you just order the doors online. You can get these doors ready made, and you can just plumb them in, or you just screw them in, and you've got yourself a fitted unit. And then all you have to do is pick a worktop to go on top. So we went for an absolute Facebook marketplace gem, and I got some old granite or marble. I'm not sure the difference. I think it's granite, and it was pretty battered up, and I'll see if I can show you a picture of that. But I got this old granite and did a bit of YouTubing and ended up sanding it down. So all these scratches and all these chips are just completely gone, and it looks absolutely immaculate now.
Let's have a look.
Ooh. Super smooth.
Smooth. That's pretty good.
So we could have just went for a bit of MDF or a bit of like old kitchen laminate, but we thought if we could do something like that, it just looks a bit more classy and a bit older, which might be a bit more fitting with the bathroom. So we've gone for that. So what am I going to be working on this week in here? So bottom half's going to be wainscoting or shiplap.
Yeah, definitely shiplap.
Not wainscoting.
Well, we'll keep having this discussion, but I'm sure it's shiplap.
Okay, let's call it shiplap. So bottom half's going to be shiplap. Top half's going to be some funky, moody wallpaper. I haven't figured out what it is yet. Debs has got some samples she's going to show you in a bit. And then really all we need to do is paint it really, and maybe build some shelves or something. So that's going to be the next job. That's going to be the jobs over the next couple of days in here. Let me show you how this door works, because actually that was quite fun to put together. I'm not going to lie, it took me quite a few goes to get it right. But it basically works on the back of these 2 hinges, which are a bit different to your normal door hinges. Normally you have door hinges that kind of fit on the back of the door here, but these fit top and bottom on the frame. And you have to really figure out the geometry or the maths or the science or whatever to get it right. But when you do, it means it rotates and then it sits flush right up against the wall and you can barely see it, to be honest. I think once we've painted it, it'll be pretty hidden. Put it this way, we've shown quite a few people the door when they come in. No one's kind of walked in and said, oh, there's a hidden wall, hidden toilet behind that. So it seems to work for us at least.
So coming back into the boot room, we've sort of got a quite clear plan of where we're going with the secret loo, but then I think we need to make the boot room work because that's your entrance into the toilet. So our minds are trying to figure out what to do with this space now. The question that we've been asking is the panelling. Do we continue the panelling around the rest of the room, or do we leave it as it is and do something different on this back wall? I know we've talked about the locker style things. It's quite a difficult room to figure out because you've got the fireplace on this wall, you've got doors coming in all over the place, but we want it to be that really practical space where we can come in, use this more of a, I suppose, a front door entrance or our main entrance coming in with buggies, coats, especially coming into the winter, wellies. What are you thinking, babe?
Biggest thing to figure out first is probably the paneling. Like my gut feeling is we just run it all around the room as much as possible. Obviously that's going to be a bit of a faff because I've got to dance around 3 different doors at different heights in the fireplace to make it work. But my gut feeling is we just take like this shaker, wainscoting style, what it's called, wainscoting.
We could always, I don't know whether it would work, but you could always not do the, I don't know what you call that, what do you call that?
Shelf?
Shelf?
I'm sure there's a better name, but it's a shelf.
You could do the wainscoting all the way around, but not the shelf.
Yeah.
Because if we're doing like, I don't know, lock style hooks or something on the back wall, it might look a bit odd to then have the shelf. And with the doors, you can open the doors onto the wall.
I like the idea of lockers though, like you said. Like we did talk a while ago about like doing almost like kids' school lockers, maybe on that wall or something.
I just think it's really nice for them to have that routine of their space and they can keep it tidy and they put their bags there. You know, that routine in the morning of you go and sit in your space and get your shoes, your bag, coat. But I don't know, again, with the doors that come into the room and stuff, I don't know exactly how that would work. Because you'd probably want at least a space, so we need at least 4 spaces because we need 1 for each of us.
I'm just doing the maths. Yeah, 4.
There is 4 of us in this family. Unless you count the dog, then we need 5.
You can have a little one. Yeah, I like that. Maybe on that back wall somehow lose that big old unit. To be fair, that unit was here when we moved in, and I think it's got 3 legs, so it's a bit sketchy.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be the end of the world if we lost that, or we can repurpose that.
I like that. And I definitely want to do something with the lighting. Like this is fine. And actually, look there, we've got some cool beams as well in here. You haven't seen these yet. But I want to do something with the lighting. Like I think like, have you ever seen those stag antler? Like the antler.
Oh, those like, yeah. That would be quite cool.
And then maybe like.
But if we did something big like that, we're thinking like a circular seating bit that you can come and like sit and put your shoes on, like an upholstered something, then that would work under a nice light. The only thing I've got to figure out on the bottom bit is that I want to be able to sit on something comfy, but a lot of them that I've seen are like upholstered all the way down, which I don't want because you're going to get your muddy shoes and stuff on it. So
you kind of want something out of a shoe shop where you can put stuff underneath it.
Yeah, your little boxes underneath with a nice comfy top.
I think that's doable. Like we could take a couple of sheets of MDF and do like a 4-foot circle or 3-foot circle.
Yeah.
Like the size of the coffee table, this table here.
That sort of size.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
3 or 4 foot.
I mean, there is a lot of like junk furniture in here that we're not sure what we're doing with. So the chair, the sofa, the tables, all doesn't have a home at the minute. So it's in here, but it's not going to stay here.
Yeah, we need to get it out of my workshop.
This is not Dave's workshop, but currently it kind of is Dave's workshop until we build the garage, which we have planning.
I like the idea of not table, like the seating thing. Like if you do like 2 circles, like the size of that table.
Yeah.
Do like cubbies underneath, and then some upholstery on top.
I think that would
Which-
work, and I think I'd be able to figure out how to upholster it. I've never done it before, but
I'm glad you said that because I can cut wood into circles, but I don't know how to
no,
upholster
I've
stuff.
already YouTube some videos, and I think I could give it a shot at least. The only bit that I don't know what to do, and I don't know what you thought or whether you've had any ideas, babe, is what we do in the fireplace.
Wine storage.
Obviously we need to block it because we get rubbish falling down permanently. I don't know whether we do anything maybe more decorative in the fireplace, or...
We haven't shown these guys the bathroom upstairs yet, but we're thinking about removing the chimney stack from above this because this chimney isn't used and it takes up a lot of space in the bathroom. So one thing we did think about is like redo the bathroom upstairs, maybe build like a laundry chute so Debs can throw the clothes down, and then it'll probably come out into a cupboard inside here, which would be quite cool.
I would absolutely love that because it's a pain to get all the washing from upstairs to downstairs in this house. And you definitely get your steps in. Well, I think that's one to come back to, but one to think about. So if you guys have any ideas of what we could do with the fireplace, let us know because that's next in the line.
What do you think about the flooring in here?
I love the flooring. I don't know whether we can like clean it up a little bit maybe. I mean, what are they? Nice clay tiles? But maybe we can tidy them up a little bit. I don't know. I'm guessing you can get maybe a product or something that might give them the shine back. Yeah, I think that's what they need more than anything. But yeah, wouldn't change the floor. I love it. Really hope you've enjoyed looking at everything we've been doing this week.
Coming up, we're going to be finishing off the secret bathroom, and we need your input on colours and paint. We've got a ton of jobs to do around the garden. And beyond that, we're also going to be replacing the main fireplace in the living room, and that's going to make a really interesting video, so stick around. If you want to follow us on the journey, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you all soon.